Alright, let's see here. Twilight, Shiberbo Hoarder, and then this guy has Dodge and Blind. I feel like I'll start with the Flyer. I'm going to start with my Pultrid. So if he tries to blind me, I can just probably swap to Scaly. Okay. Don't want to stay in because he probably has strong damage versus me. He already used his dodge, so okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna bring in the Snapdragon Pup actually. Uh-oh, he has Slicing Wind. That was a bad choice. Well, if he blinds me, I think I still have a chance to hit him with Blood in the Water because he's bleeding. Okay, well, he lost his flying racials because he didn't press the blind. I can bring in Scaly, I think. Well, there's the blind. So I could swap. Just not sure if it's worth it. Take weak damage here. Um, hmm. Let me just stay in on Scaly. He lost his flying racial, so that's good. He'll probably dodge here. In case he's weird and holds on to his cooldown, I'll just go for the Toxic Bite. I don't think I want to use Fade. I want to save it for something else more important. Okay, so the Toxic Wound has been applied. He'll probably go for a Dust Cloud now. Let me bring in the Pulchid. And then I'll just go for the AoE bleed while he's dodging. Okay, well, since he's not bleeding, Peck will do a little bit more damage. Guess I should have went for Rip instead of Toxic Bite in hindsight. That was a misplay. Can't hit him now, so let's bring in Scaly, take weak damage from Slicing Wind, and then we can bleed somebody. I've gotten a lot of AoE damage into his backline since he's spending so much time just like uh, dodging and blinding me. But I'm not sure if this is a 2v2 I can win quite yet. I think once I get out one more Whirling Talons, it'll basically be over. He'll probably go for a dodge, so let's see here. I'm gonna go for a Toxic Bite. I think this bleed will kill him eventually, even though it's weak damage. So let's see here. I don't really have to worry about my flying racial, so I'll just bring in the uh, Pultrid. Go for Whirling Talons. And now that Shimmer Bow Hoarder will die. And then once these two pets are dead, I can just kill Twilight with the Blood in the Water. So I think it's game over at this point. I don't know if starting with the Teardrop Moth helped him out very much. Plus, having Slicing Wind is just objectively the wrong move. Oh, I just used Maul while I'm blinded. Oh well, it's fine. I'm just staying in on my Pultrid until he dies to give me a free swap into my Snapdragon, and he's still bleeding, so I could just blend the water. I just forgot I had the blind on me because he took so long to bring in his Twilight. My bad. But, hey, we won anyways. Tough team, though. I'm not sure how to approach countering it. I feel like the MPD is going to be a really good option for versus him. Maybe not fantastic versus the Critter, but it will be good versus Twilight for sure. It'll probably be okay versus the... So he should be running the magic attack, which is why I was thinking the MPD would be good. That would be a lot more difficult to beat if he was running focused beams instead of slicing wind, because slicing wind is garbage. Maybe I'll just pick a strong team. Let's play. How would Snarly do? Yeah, I think this team could do okay versus him. I like the team. I have another team similar to it, though, that I like a little bit more. What was it? This one. Oh, the Violent Pultrid. Well, I did just play the Violent Pultrid, and that did really well. It kind of, sort of, 1v3'd his team. It gave him a lot of trouble. But he should be running focus beams, and that would have done strong damage to him, so... I'll just play with Snarly, because I just played with the Pultrid. It's basically the same team, it's just this one's a little stronger, because the Pultrid can AoE the back line. Okay, Terrible Turnip, Micro Sentry, and a Bounce Skittering Cavern Crawler. Anything special about the spider? It looks like he has a pretty generic move set. I'm going to start with the Elemental because I'm worried he might start with the Mechanical, seeing my Beast in the first slot. So, let me blind him and then probably just swap to the Deathwatch Hatchling. Because I'd rather save my Nightshade Sproutling for the Micro Sentry for sure. Do I throw out the Darkness first? Nah, let's bring in the Deathwatch Hatchling. Okay. We'll go for a Wood Chipper. If I trade my beast for his beast, I think this is a 2v2. I should be very favored to win. Because I have an elemental and he has mechanical. My elemental is not bad into his elemental, and then of course my aquatic is going to be good into his elemental. I hate this bush. It's always in my way. Alright, do I just stun him? I guess so. Let's go for another leap. I think I'm cool with sacrificing my Deathwatch for a bleed. It'll be a full beast racial bleed. Speed tie. Surprised you didn't just go for one of these and kill me. Okay, well. You won the speed tie, but now Call Lightning is on cooldown, which is good for me. I'm going to bring in my Nightshade Sproutling, and I think I'll just blind him since I have a bleed ticking. He might go for extra plating, but I think it's just safer to go for the blind than to take a Fell Immolate. Or risk taking the Felt Embolate, I should say. And even if he goes for extra plating now, he should die in 2 turns. Because I'll go first. I got lightning buffing my damage. I do strong attacks. Maybe since I got a double. Did he just pass? He must have Haywire. Okay. Yeah, Nightshade should not have much trouble versus these 2 slower pets. We don't have our blind yet. Let's go for Lash before he Brittle Webs me. And then Call Lightning does not quite kill him. Oh wait, yes it does. Because of lightning. Alright, I think I'll just blind him since I have Brittle Webbing up. Because that's going to be a Beast Racial Brittle Webbing. And then I think I will bring in Snarly. You might have Sons of the Root. Let me just go for Surges for now, since he's probably about to... Oh, I missed. Dang it. He's probably about to go underneath. Yeah, he sure did. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just pass. And then Snarly should be able to take out the turnip in 3 turns. He went for Leech Seed at full HP. Oopsie doopsie. But yeah, it didn't really matter. He was not going to be able to 1v2 regardless. Alright. Well, that was definitely a less scary team than the last team I just fought. I'm guessing the other guys... first of all, I'm guessing they're 2 different players. I'm guessing the first guy's picking a stronger team, so... let's see what looks like fun. Okay, I think I have an idea for a team that should be fair versus that last guy, and maybe has a fighting chance to fight a stronger team. It has just some of my favorite pets. I really like the knockoff Blingtron. Kovok's a solid. I would say A tier pet. I mean, no decoy breaker, no weather changer. He has a decent combo, but it's nothing crazy. I don't think I would say any of these pets are S tier. Maybe you could say knockoff Blingtron is, but he's more of kind of like a PvE pet. I don't think I would say any 3 of these pets are S tier when you compare them to like the Karaji Guardling or Anomalous as typical S tier pets. You can say maybe knockoff Blingtron's low A tier. Alright, so taste of my own medicine. I have to fight a violent Poltrid now. I guess I'll start with Kovok, because I'm not sure what to start with. I was pretty sure he would start with the Poltrid. So, the way I like to play the Poltrid is use my 2 big cooldowns, swap, and then use him again later as a cleanup pet since his speed is so high. So, Kovok can punish that playstyle if he chooses it almost better than anything else I can think of, because I can dot him, Black Claw, and Pheromone. So now if he swaps, he's taking big time dot damage on the back line. And that's what he's choosing to do. It won't kill him, but it's also buffed by a Beast Racial, so he's going to be like He might actually just die back there. Even though he's taking weak damage from pheromones, he might actually straight up die. So I'm going to go for Poison Fang. This guy might go for Iron Skin, but if he goes for Maul, I don't know about that. I think one of these two abilities was a much better option for him. Kovok's just getting too much work done here. He needs to die for this guy to have any chance. Okay, so he has a 325 speed pet. Yeah, that Violent Pultrid actually just completely melted to just 2 rounds of pheromones. That's insane. All right. I think I want to bring in the knockoff Blinktron. Probably Minefield. Is Minefield worth it? If I go for a Make It Rain, he might actually just die in 2 turns. Or he might just die instantly. I'm going to go for Make It Rain, because if I landed all 3, he might have just died. Okay. Well, does he die here? No, he doesn't. Okay, so I can go for Booby Trap Presence. He'll die, and then Shadowy Oozling is going to take a Minefield to the face. And then I think he has to send his Call Darkness in order to Okay, do I go for Make It Rain? I feel like Make It Rain's a little bit more valuable based on what he might be running. Okay, so he's spent his Call Darkness, which means he doesn't have it for Kelpfin. He might still win this 1v1 because I do weak damage to him. He's faster. But he has this ability that he can avoid damage for a turn. Let's see if he uses it. I'm guessing he has Corrosion and Glop. Okay, I need a high roll tail slap. Oh, he's not going for the Glop. Maybe he has Shadow Meld. If he had Glop, he probably would have won, but I'm guessing he's running like Shadow Meld with Call Darkness as like a one-shot tech. But he didn't really get to take advantage of it because I was able to. Well, I had a mechanical racial, so his darkness wasn't really going to be. Yeah, I had a mechanical racial to soak the one shot, basically, is what I was trying to say. I got tripped over my own words, so. Alright, so that team was a little bit stronger. We had the Pultrid with a Maul pet and then a one shot darkness pet, so maybe. Is there a magic pet that could do well? I feel like the Lost Quill would do really well versus that team. Because it's going to be faster than all of his pets, and then it can't get one shot by the darkness. Anomalous would give this team a lot of trouble too, and I saw a team earlier that I was thinking about trying. Let's play this team. I've only played it once before. Versus what I'm fighting, I feel like this will be favored to win versus all 3 of these teams. I might struggle a little bit versus this mechanical, and then that critter's faster than my Rose type in, but I think the Foulwing Buzzer will be a big problem for that critter if I get him again. This team should do great versus the Pultrid, because I just have more AoE damage than him. And I have some strong damage versus flyers. Okay, so we got a family brawler team, wrong breed, slimy dark hunter. Not sure what he's going for with this combo, so I'm just going to start with... Well, first of all, does he have a weather changer? He might. Oh well, I'll just start with Anomalous and see what he does. He might change my weather. I mean, he probably has the weather changer. Alright, I'll just go for Poison Protocol because I would rather have Toxic Fumes out to buff my Great Sting than try to get greedy and use it to buff the Poison Protocol, just to have him use Moonfire this next turn and change it back. Oh, he doesn't have Moonfire. Well, cool. In that case, I can just use Toxic Fumes freely. Kind of lost out on that mind game, but I just don't know why he's running Expunge. Having a weather changer is more valuable. Okay, we'll bring in the following buzzer, and then my roast type should probably have no trouble cleaning up this team. Probably want to swap him out before he goes for that sewage eruption. That will be a problem for me. So we'll swap him to the back line, and then he'll die to Great Sting back there. I don't want to underestimate that Whomper. He has a good combo with Flash Freeze and Deep Freeze, and I'm pretty sure he will be faster than my Rose type in if I let him slow me. In fact, it might be in my best interest to swap out my Fouling Buzzer so that I can use him to eat like a Deep Freeze or something later. Also, he might have Punch, so in case he's weird and has like the humanoid attack. Oh, I just realized he still has a chance to hit me even if I blind him. Well, he is poisoned, so I could just go for Puncture Wound. Well, he's actually poisoned two different ways. I'm gonna go for Puncture Wound because he's probably gonna go for Flash Freeze, and now I'm slower than him, so I wouldn't be able to get off Puncture Wound this turn. Let's bring in the Fouling Buzzer so that we don't have a... Oh, I just realized he actually had a 0% chance to stun me. That was on accident. I forgot about the resilience. Great Sting should kill both of these pets. I guess I may as well... No, I'll just attack. Should be able to clean him up with bites. Oh, this pet's fast. But my snake is faster. Yeah, he had Deep Claw, but there was a chance he had the other attack. I also run Deep Claw and Gurgle, because I prefer kind of the possibility of a high roll. That can come in clutch sometimes to win you games that you otherwise should lose. Especially with like his low attack power, like his punch is going to be like... Let's just look him up. Gurgle. Punch hits for like... Yeah. Absolutely nothing. I think it's, yeah, just better to have Deep Claw. Plus, he probably had plenty of humanoid damage, so... Regardless, we got the win. Let's play this team, since I picked it. 3-0. Let's see if we can get it another win. How are we doing? Is that 4-0? I think it is. I'll probably play for like 1 or 2 more wins for the video. This team's a little bit gimmicky, so depending on what I queue into, I might be screwed. But if it's like a family brawler like that, I might have a decent chance. It'd be an interesting matchup versus that last triple humanoid player. Okay, so we got the same guy, but he switched out one of his pets. He still has one of the stuns, but he lost Clobber, or Blackout Kick, I think is what it's called. So I'll probably start with Mr. Delver, which means he'll probably start with Whomper. So we better swap that guy out. And unfortunately for him, this is his third slot pet. So even if he juked, there's no way for him to juke back into Whomper. So he might just manually swap back to Whomper, but if he does that, now he's behind by 2 turns. So this is critter damage. So I have 2 options. I could bring in the magic pet to use the bracial, or I could just eat weak damage with Gurgle. I can use Mr. Delver as a cleanup pet because all of his pets are slow as shit, so I don't think I need to worry too much about saving Gurgle is my cleanup pet. I just realized this guy has a 50-50 chance of being able to completely counter my turrets. I'm assuming he has Tea Party, but yeah, I just realized he might be able to literally just remove my turrets and then I'll be a sad boy. Let's see if that is what he's doing. I'm guessing he has Tea Party. So let's bring in Trunks and go to work with this Uncanny Luck. It's too bad he doesn't have Moonfire, or else I could take advantage of his weather and just spam when Alex fly. I'm actually going to be buffing his damage. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah, this is actually pretty crucial. If I don't get this crit right here, I might be in a little bit of trouble because I'm going to take a lot of damage from... Okay, that was a very helpful crit because I was about to take a lot of damage from this, plus whatever attack he had here was going to be buffed by Moonlight. I'm assuming he had Ooze Touch, but that crit meant I don't take any damage from his basic attack. Okay, so I'm rooted. I'll just go for When Alex Fly, since I have the 100% hit chance. I'm more worried about Womper than Shade for Brew Thief. Huh. Well, he's going to hit me with something here, so I'll just go for the 50-50, because there's a 0% chance I land the Avalanche unless for some reason he randomly swaps here. Do we land it? Oh. Lucky elephant. Alright. 54, it's 108. If he goes for Tea Party, I could survive here. I'm going to risk it and go for the Avalanche. Okay, so he does have Rend. That's fine. These two should be able to 1v2, no problem. I think I'll bring in Gurgle. I want to see what he has in this third slot. And if he goes for Slow and Steady, I should just be able to stun him. Interrupt it. He sure does. Even if it, for some reason, it works like Chew or something weird and still hits me, which I didn't think it would. It's weak damage, so it's not a big deal. But he's not letting me know what he has in this third slot. I want to know if he has like a Cyclone remover so that I can pick my next team accordingly. Okay, he does have the Cyclone remover, so I better not play Clone Dance into this guy. I think Gurgle wins this 1v1. Faster. He does weak damage to me, and he has a... I don't know, man. This is just a really, really low tier pet. I mean, he is, I guess 292 speed isn't that slow, but an HH pet with a multi-hit turn, a multi-hit basic attack that depends on you going first. The only thing that's scary about that guy is the fact that he can remove Cyclone and turrets because he has Sniff Out. What I could do maybe is I could play Blazehound. And then if he removes my trap, it still stuns him. So he'll have to think twice about using Sniff Out. But I definitely don't want to run Cyclone, turrets, or... Let's play this team. I definitely don't want to run Cyclone, turrets, or Minefield because of that Sniff Out pet. If I get triple humanoids, Arthas should come in handy because he has a whole bunch of humanoid or undead damage. And then if he tries to use Sniff Out, well, this is not fun. Both of these pets are pretty useless versus these rabbits. Okay. Oh, he ran away? Well, no, I don't want to win trade, but I was definitely going to lose if you stayed and fought me. Like, if you played remotely well, I was pretty screwed there. The only thing that maybe would have given me a chance is I have Sticky Surge to maybe slow you, but I have no idea how I was ever going to be able to slow all three of his pets because he can just dodge so much. And then Zoomies is OP. Okay, let me pick Let me pick a different team with Arfus and maybe take my time thinking about my team because I don't want to queue into a win trader. So this team has Minefield, which probably isn't a great option versus that guy, but it's also running Ice Tube. I think of all these teams, I like these two the best, and they wouldn't do very well because I don't want to run Cyclone. Maybe I just need to make more teams with Arfus. Let me see if there's anything else that looks like fun. I'm going to play for one more win. And then call it for the video, so... I can't think of anything else, so I'm just going to play this team. It was the team I was thinking about playing earlier, so it's pretty similar to when I played earlier with Snarly. But I like this team a little better. And if I get triple critters, obviously this team will do super duper fantastic. I got beast attacks for days. My Nightshade Sproutling's useless, but I think these other two pets can carry him easily versus triple rabbits. Ideally, I get something else anyways. You know, I wonder if that triple critters guy was the same guy. Because he is playing Family Brawler. Okay, let's see what he does. He started with Whomper last time. I'm going to start with my Deathwatch Hatchling, and let's see what he does. He might try to stun me. If he does, I'll just bring in the Violent Pultrid. Realistically, I should have just brought in the Violent Pultrid to start with, but I'm kind of messing around here because his team isn't that strong. Okay, well, he might have strong damage versus me, actually. Let's go for a leap. Let's see what he does. He does have strong damage versus me. I'm surprised he's not going for Clobber. So let's go ahead and stun him. I'll go for... If he stays in... I feel like he's going to swap. No, he might stay in. I'll go for another leap. Yeah, he sure did stay in. Okay, that's going to cost him because now he's dead. I figured he might get greedy and stay in because he sees that that green arrow and he's thinking, "Ooh, I can do strong damage here." All right, Deathwatch Hatchling is putting in work. Let's go ahead and bleed up this guy. Yeah, my Flyer's not going to like that matchup very much. I just realized I'm faster than that guy. Jeez, he's slow. PS is so much better. He would just barely be outspeeding me. Let's spam some leaps for a second and see what happens. Okay. Bring in my Nightshade Sproutling. I think he's running Sewage Explosion and Expunge. So I'm going to blind him, see if I can get one of those cooldowns while he's bleeding. Okay, we blocked the Sewage Eruption. He should just be running Moonfire, IMO. I'm not going to go for Call Darkness quite yet. I don't want it to make me miss like a maul or something important later. Oh, he should not have done that. Alright, 2 lashes probably kills him, especially combined with that Beast Racial Bleed. Okay, Let's go for a lash. He's gonna go for a slow on me, which lasts for 5 rounds. Eesh. Well, definitely don't want to stay in while I have a 100% chance to get stunned. He didn't get the 25%. That is lucky. I think my Pultrid wins this 1v1, but even if he doesn't, that slow should have expired. Well, now here's a problem. That Flash Freeze only has a 3-round cooldown, so he's about to be able to slow me. Huh. Oh well. I think my Nightshade Sproutling can clean up no problem, because he can only stun one of us every 4 turns, and I have 2 pets. But yeah, he is going to kill my Pultrid here because he's going to be faster. Oh no. Am I slowed for another turn? Oh no, okay, that was close. If he killed me one turn faster, I would be slowed and he'd stun me and I would have lost. That was actually kind of close. But it was my own bad playing that would have cost me the game because uh, I should start with the Violent Pultrid on this team like 99% of the time. It's just going to be a better starter pet than the Deathwatch Hatchling. He's kind of like anomalous. His AOE is not split AOE, so you want to be using it when your enemy has 3 pets. You don't want to be using it when your enemy only has 1 or 2 pets left, because it's just, yeah, it does more damage when it's versus 3 pets, obviously. Although he has a pretty solid cleanup pet. He's just I love the Violent Pultrid. He's really good. My only complaint is I think it's lame that Maul does not work like Puncture Wound to break bubble and decoy. For a long time, I assumed it did, but uh, yeah, I found out the hard way. If you have a bleed on the enemy and you use Maul, it only takes, and they have, so if you use a bleed, if you use Whirling Talons on an enemy, and then they use bubble or decoy, and you use Maul into that pet that is currently bleeding, it does not break bubble in one attack the way that Puncture Wound will if the enemy is poisoned. It only takes one charge of the bubble or one charge of the decoy, if that makes sense. Which is weird. The attack, like, it does its attack in 2 increments, right? It does 420 and then it does 280. You know, not all at once, like one after the other. It's weird to me. I feel like Maul should break bubble and decoy the way that Puncture Wound does. I'm not sure why they're coded differently. But yeah, fun fact, if you, because I was saying for a long time that, oh yeah, I have a decoy breaker, I got Maul, it's not useful to use it as a decoy breaker. No, it's literally like you do not want to use Maul if the enemy has decoy or bubble out. It will not do any extra damage after the first hit or something because they're bleeding. I mean, it's that and the fact that he doesn't have a weather ability that I think makes him less popular because like it's pretty rare for me to queue into him. I was surprised to see this guy running him. I'm pretty sure the only reason this guy's playing the Pultrid is he probably was this guy right here, and he was just putting together a team uh, based on the fact that I beat him with Scaly and the Violent Pultrid here. I guess this isn't like a hard counter. Maybe that's a coincidence, but I suspect this player right here is probably the same guy as this guy, and he liked the how the Pultrid did versus him, so he said, "Well, fine, I'll just play it myself." See, and it is a really strong pet. It's just it's not as strong as Anomalous or the Bone Serpent or Crashing Guardling, but it's still like a solid like S tier pet in my estimation. He's just not like S plus tier the way like the weather pets are because of their OP damage from like Darkness and Sandstorm. Yeah, kind of fun teams right now. I might try queuing some more here in a bit, see what I can get, and if I do, I'll see you in that video.